News tonight, I'm Scott Beadle. The Rapids Regional Trauma Center, in conjunction with the Louisiana State Police and the Louisiana Highway Safety Commission, hosted a group of students today from Rapids High School for a sudden impact class. That is our big story tonight. The students learned the dangers of distracted driving and what can happen to the human body in a crash. About 6 months ago, a local teenager was killed during a vehicle accident. His mother joined the students to tell his story.
He had fallen out of the back of a truck and hit his head. In the days that followed, I heard that there's a little bit more involved than that. Apparently, they had been to a party and there had been some drinking going on. I honestly don't know what and how much my child had to drink because I still have not gotten that report back yet, and this Sunday will be his 6-month anniversary for his death. Adam had so many plans that he's not going to be able to live, he's not going to be able to fulfill.
Which side am I going to go?
Sudden Impact is a Louisiana-based teen injury prevention program implemented all around the state. It is a learning experience for teen drivers and just one of many measures that aims to lower the number of injuries and fatalities related to motor vehicle crashes. Additional charges are being added to a child pornography case involving an Alexandria man. Michael Wayne Tipton is now also charged with rape, oral sexual battery, possession and distribution of sexual abuse images, and video of children and production of these videos. This case is being handled by the State Attorney General's office. The family of a World War II hero accepts the Distinguished Service Cross for Chaplain Joseph Verbis LaFleur in Opelousas. The medal is the second highest honor the U.S. Army can bestow on a service member. The ceremony was held at St. Landry Catholic Church with Congressman Ralph Abraham, Father James Brady, Carol and Richard LaFleur, and Bishop J. Douglas Deschantel. We are looking ahead to a chilly night across central Louisiana. Let's get the latest on our forecast now with meteorologist Ross Whitley.
A chilly night is definitely in store as we work throughout the night. It was 42 last night, should be around 79 for this time of year. We only got up to 78, so right about the average. We were 42 last night. We could expect to see temperatures down in the 40s once again. Might be a night to maybe throw an extra blanket on the bed, turn the AC off, and just enjoy the cool, crisp fall air, because thankfully we're not anywhere near our record set back in 1947 of 93 degrees. Of course, last year still holding on to the heat at 87. We will return back to the 80s as we go throughout the rest of this week, but we have another cold front already in the forecast. It should bring us back to fall temperatures as we get into next week. Of course, I'll have all those details coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Ross. KLAX is in the middle of the annual Coats for Kids drive, and this year, a new sponsor has joined the team, Take 5 Oil Change.
It's an easy decision to make, helping folks out, especially kids, making sure they got a good warm jacket or coat to wear for the winter, and for us just to be a drop-off spot to collect that. Really, really simple decision for us to make. We're on Jackson. We're near the Kroger's and Wendy's.
Right.
So just pull up, get out, and drop off your coat, and in exchange, we'll actually give you a $10 off coupon.
Special thanks to them for joining the team. And if you have coats you'd like to donate to the Coats for Kids drive, they can be dropped off at a number of locations. Just visit the KLAX website to find the one nearest you. The Dark Woods Haunted House of Natchitoches has some new amenities this year that are meant to excite and scare you. ABC31 Char Thomas has the story.
With Halloween being less than 2 weeks away, you're probably looking for some spine-tingling adventures to embark upon. 3 years ago, a Natchitoches couple opened a haunted house attractions in hopes of making it one of the area's screen parks. The haunted house continues to grow with a few new jaw-dropping amenities that will leave you scared to complete the trail of horror.
Our goal is to add more to the trail, more to the house each year, so that every time guests come, you have a different experience. We don't want anyone to ever say that they've been to Dark Woods and they've seen it.
From the intense Baptist church filled with dead lifelike humans to actual actors dressing up to create an illusion of something they're not will sure keep you on your toes. But actor James McNeil, better known as Gran Gonzalez, says his character is really who he is.
This is just who I am. Whenever I go home and take off the makeup, I'm still this fellow. Whenever I come up here, I just put on the makeup and it accentuates the vanity.
Dark Woods is only open on Friday and Saturday, in addition to Halloween, which is on Tuesday from 6:30 p.m. to 12 o'clock a.m. If you want this Halloween to be a night to remember,
come visit us in the Dark Woods in Natchitoches.
Shar Thomas, ABC 31 News.
The Rotary Club of Alexandria welcomed Emmy Award-winning producer and reporter for CBS News and the PBS NewsHour, Jeff Goldman. During his 40-year career, he's worked with multiple presidents and covered stories from wars to earthquakes and many things in between.
Every bit of it's a great moment. You never know what you're exposed to day to day in breaking news around the world or here at home, and to see that firsthand, to witness history with all of these presidents and tough things that they face domestically or overseas. There are incredible moments covering wars, and seeing terrible things around the world like that is really eye-opening. But it's been a career that's been extremely satisfying and gives you an eye onto the world that most people don't get to see.
Until recently, Goldman worked at the White House. He covered 6 presidents over the past 34 years, traveling the world aboard Air Force One. An event was held at the Raising Cane's location on 3rd Street in downtown Baton Rouge to announce a partnership between the restaurants and Southern University. Raising Cane's founder and CEO Todd Graves joined officials from the university at the event, which also featured the Southern University Marching Band, to announce the partnership, which will present a $1 million donation.
Grew up in Baton Rouge, was always a Southern fan and knew how it did for our community and how important it is. And so I got to the point in my business where I can get back on a larger level. And so I was just really excited I could do it with Southern. I wanted to be involved not only in athletics, as we've been involved with for a while. I also want to be involved with academics and also the human jukebox, to get the arts in there too.
I can't say how much we are actually grateful to Todd Graves and his family for affording us these resources.
A number of Baton Rouge city officials attended the event in support of the partnership. The $1 million donation to Southern University will go toward a scholarship program, new uniforms for the marching bands, and more. Louisiana cotton farmers are now in the midst of their harvest. They're finding out that a growing season filled with rain, diseases, insects, it's all taking a bite out of their crop. LSU Ag Center correspondent Craig Gautreaux has more.
Louisiana cotton producers are nearly halfway through their harvest, and a season that started out with promise and optimism is slowly turning into disappointment. According to LSU Ag Center cotton specialist Dan Fromme, farmers increased acreage by nearly 50% from last year, but a wet growing season has reduced yields in many parts of the state.
A lot of them, they're kind of disgusted, so I think we might actually see acres drop off next year, especially here in central Louisiana.
Cotton is no longer king in Louisiana. Acreage has decreased from nearly 1 million acres 15 years ago to this year's crop of approximately 215,000 acres. The main reason for the reduction is depressed prices.
Prices are in that 60 cents, 60 to 70 cent area, at this time, which we need a lot more than that to be profitable.
While the statewide pounds per acre yield will be similar to recent years, those previous crops also suffered from unfavorable growing conditions.
I think we'll probably be in that, 850 to 925 pounds a lint, which has kind of been where we've been for the last 2 or 3 years now.
While Tropical Storm Harvey did contribute to lower yields, Fromme believes yields were already suffering from wet weather, insects, and diseases.
We were already wet at that time, so it's kind of hard to put a number on it. How much damage did Harvey do? I think we were damaged before that.
Fromme expects farmers to complete their harvest by the beginning of November. With the LSU Ag Center, this is Craig Gautreaux reporting.
Louisiana has about 300 farmers involved in cotton production around the state.
Hi, everybody. This is the voice of the Tigers, Jim Hawthorne, inviting you to watch Inside LSU Football, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors on this affiliate of the LSU Sports Television Network every week during the season. We'll have all the highlights, exclusive locker room access you won't see anywhere else, and features that will give you the inside story on your Fighting Tigers football team.
Inside LSU Football. Join us Sundays at 10 on KLAX TV. Brought to you in part by Take 5 Oil Change.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Ross Whitley. Our radar and satellite pretty clear out there. You got to go all the way to the Gulf of Mexico before you see any kind of cloud cover at all. And you start to see the gray lighting up over the continent here. And that is thanks to the cooler air starting to settle in and the warm air at the surface starting to radiate out. So you're starting to see actually reflecting an inversion in the atmosphere as opposed to actual cloud cover, because satellite, of course, just showing an actual temperature as opposed to the actual cloud cover. So fun fact for the day out there. Of course, as we zoom in a little bit closer, still everything nice and clear across the state from New Orleans all the way up to Shreveport. And this isn't going to change. High pressure system in control, and with no cloud cover, we're going to radiate out all of the heat at the surface. We'll be back down into the 40s once again, probably somewhere between 47 and 50 degrees overnight tonight. The winds out of the northeast at about 4 miles per hour, so fairly calm as well. Now, what to expect as we go forward? Well, clear and pleasant conditions tomorrow. More of the same as we work into Thursday. And how about Friday? Beautiful weather continuing and just a little cooler, but we're going to see things warming back up as we head into the weekend. This high pressure system in control across the southeast. That means sinking air, and sinking air means dry air. No way to get any kind of moisture going in with air sinking to the surface as opposed to lifting. All the shower activity and humid air down in Florida with the wraparound moisture around that high pressure system. But that high pressure system not going anywhere. Well, not going anywhere fast. The reason why, the jet stream way off to our north, even up into Canada. So as we get into the late week, high pressure still hanging out, which means dry, cool air across the eastern half of the U.S. But that'll be changing. That'll all be thanks to this low pressure system. What it's going to do, well, it's going to move into the middle part of the country, kind of dip down into Missouri before moving into the southeast and then up the eastern seaboard. And when it does, it'll bring that jet stream with it, which means cooler air back in the forecast behind that system, but also means that we have a chance of rain in the forecast as we work into the weekend. Our forecast highs for the day tomorrow ranging anywhere from 79 all the way up to 84 degrees. It's going to be partly sunny out there, clear and pleasant conditions. Again, east winds at about 5 miles per hour, so continue to see some very nice weather. Our extended forecast, 84 for the day tomorrow, 84 again on Thursday. Warm up just a touch as we go into Friday, 86 degrees, and here comes the next cold front, 80 degrees for Sunday. Showers and thunderstorms likely on Sunday. As we work into Monday and Tuesday, that cooler air filters right back in, and so does the fall dry air. We'll take it. That's a look at your weather and your 7-day forecast.
Predators better pray.
Crime Watch Daily airs weekdays at 3 on KLAX TV. Download the KLAX weather app for your smartphone or tablet. Get live current conditions, radar maps, alerts, and more. More ways to stay connected with KLAX TV.
Turnovers are a crucial part of college football. The team that generally forces the most turnovers tends to win more football games. The Demon Defense forced 3 turnovers in their loss to 8th-ranked Sam Houston, and despite the loss, Jay Thomas is his D playing at an all-time high level.
You know, our guys are playing with great pride on that side of the ball. The Purple Swarm is, you know, it's back, and the guys are playing really well, and having confidence and start making those plays. And those are huge downs. When you can do that, big momentum swing for your team. You know, it's not just for the defense, but it's for the whole team. And being able to create those turnovers, it's very critical in the game.
For the second time this season, LSUA goalkeeper Cecile Mortensen has been named the Red River Athletic Conference's Defensive Player of the Week. Mortensen was credited with 10 saves in 2 matches to up her goalkeeping record to 8-2-2 on the year. The freshman also tied an LSUA single-season record with her 5th shutout of the season. Generals are back in action on Thursday, looking to extend their 8-match winning streak.
All right, well, thanks for watching ABC 31 News. Have a great night.
To you, it's just an old coat. But to an underprivileged child, it's a warmer winter. Please help us collect coats for kids before the cold months get here. You can drop off new or gently used coats at a location near you. All coats are cleaned and distributed right here in our community. The KLAX Coats for Kids Drive is sponsored by First Federal Bank, Southern Heritage Bank, Bank of Montgomery, Kramer Funeral Home, Take 5 Oil Change, South Park Cleaners, and LaSalle Printing and Office Supply.
ABC31 KLAX, the exclusive provider of ABC programming in Central Louisiana. We are the only station where you can watch new, first-run ABC programs like Dancing with the Stars, Designated Survivor,
Strike the Enemy,
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's can deliver.
Damn right. Hi, I'm Michael Bailey. Call me at the number on the screen. See how easy and affordable television advertising can be.